because I moved and I don't plan on moving back.
At this point, you're just saying I can go wherever I want and take the child and he doesn't see the child anymore. Maybe we'll have to have a custody hearing and maybe the child will come back even if you don't. I don't know.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
sir.
What's good, DMF? What happens when a legal loophole is used to separate a good active parent from their child? In today's video, we're breaking down a custody case that was closed only for one parent to take advantage and move out of state without permission. What is legal? What is right? What happens next? Stay tuned as we dive into the facts, the fallout, and what this means for parental rights.
This is a motion by the father to reopen a case that was closed. All right. And it seems to be appropriate. You guys reached an agreement in September of 2023 for week on, week off, plus certain holidays and tax exemption. Why wouldn't I keep that going? Ma'am?
I wasn't planning on coming back to stay permanently. So when I agreed back then, it was beneficial at the time. So I just removed, but before I moved, I went to legal aid and asked them because I was going to go to court about it. And they told me that the case was closed. So she told me
that was
take
basically a court's mistake.
Bruh.
And so I'm going to reopen the case. Because I believe it was a mistake of the court to close it since you guys did have an agreement that should have been enforceable. And I don't know why they just closed it. I guess maybe something didn't say custody or something like that. But I can't, going through the file and even talking to other referees, I can't figure out why it just got closed. I mean, he's had week on, week off since September of 2023. And now, because the court closed it, I'm not inclined to agree with. At this point, you're just saying I can go wherever I want and take the child, and he doesn't see the child anymore.
That's not the thing. I still was trying to figure out an agreement from here to there because I moved and I don't plan on moving back. So I was just trying to figure out.
Maybe we'll have to have a custody hearing and maybe the child will come back even if you don't. I don't know.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
sir. Yes, sir.
This is a clerical error by the court. We make mistakes every now and then, and we close a case that I don't know why we closed it. It should have remained open and remained enforceable. In all honesty, I can't see any reason why. There's no reason to close this case, and there's no reason to change the week on, week off without having a hearing, and maybe you should be allowed to go there. I don't know. I don't even know where you went.
I'm in Arizona. I went down there and communicated with them. I was trying to do things the right way. I was trying to get emotion going. And before I even left, I went down there in July.
And I understand what you're saying. And yes, the case was closed. And if you went to me as an attorney or to somebody, I'd say, case is closed. All right. Now, I don't think anybody, you didn't even know it was closed. You didn't know, sir, both of you didn't know. Just bear with me. You don't need to help me right now. She didn't know it was closed. You didn't know it was closed. Legal advice, I would think, would have been, wait a minute, the case is closed. You can go wherever you want. All right. That would have been my legal advice to her until I found out that I think this is a mistake, that the court closed this case mistakenly, with a court order in place for what was to happen with the child. And so, when did you move to Arizona?
I moved December 6th. I left December 6th. I still exercised that up until I left. So I didn't just stop. He had him the first week of December. He came back with me on the 1st. I left my week.
Can I say something, sir?
No, he's not getting any time.
No, at all.
You can say something, but I've already said everything for you. I don't know what you want to add.
Yeah, she didn't inform me of him leaving or them leaving or nothing. She wrote me actually literally the day before my week was supposed to start back and told me, "Oh, I'm out of town. We won't be meeting you."
Yeah. So how does that help anything?
It's just like, how is you saying that you going about stuff the right way and you just up and
Because,
leaving it?
Because I went down there
because
in
she
July.
received information that the case was closed. It was closed. There was nothing
Sir.
open at the time. All right. And I'm conceding that it's probably the court that made a mistake, but she knew it
Yes,
was
sir.
closed. All right. So she didn't have to abide by week on, week off, is what she was saying. It's closed.
Yes, sir.
I went and checked and everything. Now the court made a mistake and it's fallen on you. I understand, sir. I understand that that's fallen on you, and we're going to have some kind of hearing to determine what is appropriate, so you can have some time with your child. How old is the child?
3, he'll be 4 on the 27th. And he's now in preschool. He wasn't in school there. I was waiting on
But
Mr.
you just
Monroe to help put him in school. It doesn't matter because at
I'm
the
going to
end of the
issue an
day,
order. I'm going to issue an order reopening this case and setting this matter for an evidentiary hearing regarding custody parenting time. All right. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have no idea, but I'm just telling you, I'm going to reopen the case.
and then this
And I'm going to, I mean, I think the order of 9/12 should remain in effect, but the practicality is we're going to have an evidentiary hearing regarding custody and parenting time. Because I got to figure out, since the court made the mistake, I think, I got to figure out what's going to happen from here on.
can I say something?
Yeah.
Well, when I went down there and asked them how to go about it, and they looked into the case and told me it was dismissed. I asked them, how did it get dismissed? I was told he stopped complying with FOC because FOC reached out to the both of us with an updated
That's wrong.
order.
That's wrong.
You don't have to.
Very wrong.
Sir, stop. I'm giving you what you asked to reopen the case, all right? And now I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with it now that it is reopened. It's not because you didn't work with the friend of the court. The court itself sent out a notice saying, we're gonna dismiss for lack of progress because you guys haven't done anything in the file. Then they sent it out and just said, we're closing the file because you didn't do anything on it. That was done, the case was dismissed 5/14/24. But you guys kept doing the same thing all along. And that you have done what I consider disturb and establish custodial environment, because both of you had an established custodial environment with this child. Both of you were parenting this child regularly, okay? And I find it kind of disheartening that you, regardless of the reason you moved to Arizona, he's losing a lot of time with a child that he has a very close relationship with. And I'm gonna have to figure it out. You'll get notice, ma'am, you're probably gonna have to give us your address, because I don't know if we know it now, but I don't, oh, yes, I do. Don't say what it is because we're on you, but are you in Mesa?
No, that's not the correct address, and I sent the updated address to the courthouse, so it should be coming.
Do you have my clerk's email?
No, can I get it, please? 1 second. Get the pen.
So you can email it, because I want to make sure you get notice of this. I don't know.
Yeah, he sent me a screenshot of it, and then I had to call up to court because the screenshot he sent me said in person. And I'm like, there's no way I can come in person. So I had to call.
You're here this way, and we're gonna deal with a lot of different things from here and there. Because I'm probably not gonna make you drive back to have the hearing, but
what's the email?
The email is Tracy, TRACY .Dewey, DEWEY.
DWEY.
DEW.
Oh, DEWYEY.
At Kent County.
Kent County.
MI. .gov, GOV.
.gov. Okay.
Please contact my clerk today with your address so that we can make sure you get everything, because we're going to send it to the address, and if you don't get it, that's your responsibility. All right?
Okay.
Right.
Yes, Your Honor.
So good luck, everybody. I'm going to issue an order that reopens the case and set this for an evidentiary hearing regarding custody and parenting time. Good luck.